Welcome back to the Leeds View. We've got so much to talk about on the channel this week. We are talking about the Sheffield Wednesday results. We are previewing the Millwall game. We're going to talk about refereeing decisions and whether Leeds fans would welcome VAR in the Championship. And we're also going to look at Leeds fixtures to come and compare them with Leicester's. And we'll chat to a Leicester fan and decide which one of you two is going to win this title. So, Steve, how are you, first of all?
All good, thank you, Mark. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. All right. We're running out of superlatives for this Leeds team, aren't we? But you were there at Hillsborough. What did you make of the game?
Yeah, really good Friday night. A tough start with Meslier pulling off a fantastic save very, very early on. I think that were squeaky bum time to make it polite. But then we got a hold on the game. A really good time to score the first goal. Everyone likes to score right before half time. And then the second half, we were by far the better side. I really do think we were able to take a lot of enthusiasm out of Sheffield Wednesday. Coming out, we just didn't let them really have a sniff. And thankfully put them to the sword. And I know last week when I was previewing the game, one of the Sheffield Wednesday fans were hyping up the keeper. And yeah, I can see why, because he did pull off some really good saves to keep it to 2-0. But yeah, an excellent away result, an excellent win, and gets that momentum back after a bit of a really minor wobble against Huddersfield, with now another 2 wins and another couple of clean sheets.
Yeah. Last week, the theme of our video was Ampado going into midfield potentially. God, we were wrong, weren't we? How brilliant was he in the middle of that park? And
how dare we? How dare we even try to second guess Farker as well? Because the way he's managing that team, Kamara and Gruev have got some. I think it's the combined highest passing ratios, but Ampadu and Rodon at the back, the chances we're conceding, it's just so minimal. Yes, there was the chance that I just mentioned where Meslier pulled off a really good save, but it's a set piece. Huddersfield scored from a set piece, and do you know what? If it's going to come down to just set piece chances I'm giving away, I don't think we're going to be giving that many corners away to teams. So try to limit that, and yeah, we can build it. We can build on that in open play. But Ampadu, what a fantastic performance! And I think Leeds fans have been seeing those bubble along all throughout the season, and yeah, all credit to him. He's been an outstanding signing for us this year.
Is Firpo a liability at times? Is that one of the weaknesses we can pull out at the moment, or am I being really harsh?
No, you're not. You're not being harsh. I think this is probably his level. Defensively, I think he's hit and miss. But that it's that attacking that we enjoy from him. 5 assists from him at left back. He's got more assists than any of the other fullbacks we've had playing this year. So you've got to take a bit of rough with the smooth. But there's no doubt that if we're going to get promoted, that's an area we do really need to improve, because defensively, I think he's probably the point in the team where other teams would try and target to get at him and put him under that pressure, because defensively there is definitely question marks.
Okay. Friday's result means that Leeds have had more clean sheets in the Championship this season now than any other team, and of course Leicester conceding, so it helped to go along with that. Then what do you put that down to?
I put it down to definitely a stable back four. Of course, there's been changes throughout the season, but you know, I say stable back four. It's probably been Gray, Rodon, and Ampadu who've really come into their own. Ampadu and Rodon obviously played together at international level together. Ampadu, I'm sure, would love to be playing at centre mid, but he has played at centre back for even Sheffield United, albeit they did get relegated that year. But he does know the position. It does help that the quality of attackers are probably not as the same standard as they're going to be in the Premier League. But that confidence is building, the momentum in the team is building, and I think as a unit, we enjoy keeping clean sheets. Yes, we want to score goals, but at the back there's a lot of pride, and we're just limiting teams every single game to very, very few chances. So I think as a collective it helps, but no, definitely the partnership between Rodon and Ampadu.
Okay. All right. Let's bring in our Leicester fan then, Billy. Let's just see how nervous the Foxes are getting. Good evening, Billy. Welcome to the Leeds View. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
All right. Cheers. We're discussing this title race. Then I've got to be honest, Billy. If I was going to put money on it now, I'd probably put it on Leeds. I wouldn't be saying that a month ago either. How nervous are the Foxes faithful getting?
Very. I think, the way we're going, the way Leeds are going, I think everyone would be right to put their money on Leeds. We're not ironing out our mistakes. We're not scoring enough goals. We're not being threatening enough. We're not clinical enough. And yeah, we're just not getting back into our stride at all at the moment. We seem to be a little bit lost. And by the time we next play in the Championship, Leeds could very much well be ahead of us, and we'll then be chasing.
Yeah, so this weekend, Steve, it's the visit of Millwall, which is live on Sky on the Sunday game. Not one the police will look forward to this this fixture. Got some hatred between you two sides, but they are a little bit resurgent. Is this a banana skin for Leeds if they don't take it seriously?
Yeah, I think we played them earlier this year, and we've not really done that well in London for a few years. And yeah, we did give them a couple of chances, but we won 3-0 on the day. Peru really came into his own after just joining. And I thought actually there was probably on reflection one of the worst teams we've played. But Neil Harris has taken over recently, hasn't he? They have got a few talented players within the team, and Neil Harris and Leeds go back to the rivalry in League One. So I think he's going to have that team have a little bit of extra bite for the game. But you know what? Let's not give too much respect to him. We are flying at home. We're still unbeaten. We've got this winning run going on, and we want to continue. So yes, obviously there is a potential banana skin. But do I see us slipping up? No. I think it's 3 points. 3 points for us on Sunday.
Okay. All right, let's have a look at your fixtures to come then. And Billy, you can compare these to what Leicester have got, and let's see if we can predict what's going to happen. Right then, let's run through it then. So Millwall, as we've already said, this Sunday, and then after that, that leaves us with 8 games to go. 4 at home, 4 away. Let's look at the home games: Hull, Sunderland, Blackburn, and then that Southampton game. It could all be done and dusted by then. Do you see anything worrying there, Steve?
Let's be honest, Hull, they're trying to get in the playoffs and made some good signings in January, so that'll be a difficult game on the Monday, the Easter Monday. Sunderland, no, not really. Blackburn have seemed to have fallen in disarray, so I think that'll probably be the easiest home game we have remaining. And then, yeah, I don't even want to think that we're going to Southampton needing the 3 points on that day. I hope it's a happy day by then. But of course, let's not overlook their quality. Yeah, they've sort of slipped away a little bit, but I think they're only still, if they win the games in hand, 3 points behind us. So yeah, Southampton are a very decent outfit, but the one that I think I'm a little bit sceptical of is probably Hull.
Okay, and then the away trips then: Watford, who that's entirely winnable. Coventry, who there's a little bit of a feisty affair, wasn't it, Ellen Road, when you played Coventry? So they'll be well up for that one. Middlesbrough, will be mid-table, and QPR, who hopefully by that point won't be fighting for too much, you would hope. So, Billy, looking at your fixtures, which are here, I hope. Here we are. Whose fixtures do you favour, given you've just seen Leeds?
I'll go with the ones I think we can snatch a few points with. I'd say Blackburn last game, Millwall. I'd like to think we can get 3 points there. Norwich and Plymouth. I think I could see the others ending in some scrappy draws or something, or losing out on all 3 points if it came to it as well, against maybe Bristol or especially West Brom. They're in very good form at the minute.
Yeah, I look at that, Billy, and I can't see Leicester losing again this season.
Yeah, well, you'd like to think so. They're games we should be winning, but given our form at the minute, hopefully we can beat Chelsea on this Sunday and take that momentum forward, but it didn't really work. I mean, it did after Bournemouth. We got that 3 points, but then that came to nothing against Hull. So, yeah, it's hard to tell it because momentum is so up and down. We need to just get a good run of form, and just grind out 3 points. I don't care how, don't care if it's scrappy. We just need the points on the board.
Okay. All right then. Rutter Steve is now tied for the most assists this season on 14. A stunning player. Could we ask about Summerville again? Just one more week. What?
The question you love to pose.
All right, I'm just going to call it out. He looks miserable, can't be bothered, and there's something up with him. I'm just putting it out there. Is it something you've spotted, or is I don't know? Is it just media talk? He looks like something's really annoyed him.
No, I think his attitude genuinely seems good. I think I'm happy if he's frustrated with his own performances and not getting the assistant goals. There were some really nice moments against Stoke where he seemed more confident with some of his first touches, but perhaps just couldn't get it away. He hit the post against Huddersfield in the last minutes, which, if he scores that, it probably reignites a bit of a goal-scoring form for him. And in the last few minutes, if not the last minute, he missed a real big chance against Sheffield Wednesday when Nonto put him through. So I'm still backing him. I know that Farke has enjoyed changing the wingers, but I don't see it being James and Nonto starting over Summerville. It's always going to look like he's not having the best time. When earlier this season he couldn't put a foot wrong. But I do expect him to come good again before the end of the season. But no, he's still got the kind of me, and I'm sure a lot of us Leeds fans.
Okay. All right, let's ask you both about VAR then. Obviously, you've both been in the Premier League last year and experienced VAR. You've been in the Championship this year without it. Both of you have had significant refereeing decisions going against you, including the game at Hull this weekend for Leicester. Steve, coming to you first, what do you say first of all about the standard of refereeing in the Championship, so compared to the Premier League versus kind of what you expect it to be?
Yeah, no, I think it is a real difficult job in it for the officials. There has been some really poor decisions. I think the worst decision I've seen in the Championship this season was only the other week when Sheffield Wednesday got flagged offside from a free kick and he headed it in, and it must have been about 5 yards onside. They got him confused with another player. That's just Sunday League refereeing. So yeah, I think there is definitely improvements there to be made. Billy will probably say as well, like he's seen with Elland Road, there was a pretty poor decision. But VAR for me, it does take a bit of enjoyment out of the game. I think when we got relegated, it was one of the positives that I had. I thought, well, at least it'll be a bit more fun this season. Yeah, there will be some decisions that go for us and some that go against us, but you can celebrate a goal first time now, and you sort of don't feel that you're so much on the edge anymore. So VAR inevitably will come into the Championship. Let's not beat around the bush. It will. Over the coming years, it'll happen. But whilst it's not here, let's enjoy it.
So have you enjoyed the fact that it's not been in the Championship this year?
Yeah, I can definitely say that I've enjoyed it because, I mean, every team has had their fair share of decisions go against them with and without VAR, but I feel like it brings it back much more to how football should be. It makes you it doesn't make you miss VAR in any way, shape or form.
What's the worst decision you feel has gone against Leicester this year? You've had a few.
Yeah, I mean, that whole one is really annoying because they should have been down to 10 men. The referee goes to get out his card and then realises he's already on a yellow and he's like, oh no, I'll leave him on. That's ridiculous. That could have changed the game. They're going down to 10 men for the last third of the game, and that we could have snatched the 3 points. But it's silly. The officiating needs to improve because it's been a problem for a while in this country now, not only in the Championship and the Premier League as well.
Okay. All right then, Steve, who do you want to see promoted with you this season then? Give me the two teams.
I'm happy for Leicester to go up. I think they've played a good brand of football. I think the fans have seemed, from a neutral point of view, some of the fans from Leicester have seemed frustrated at times, but I think he's come in with a good brand of football for his first managerial job. So whether I want them to go up or anything, that is a different thing. And I've got some sort of affiliation for, I'm sorry, Billy, but West Brom, because of Carlos Corberan and him being part of us under Bielsa. So, yeah, I still look out for him and hope he does well. So I'll say Leicester and West Brom and Leeds.
Okay. Billy, same question to you. You're going up, but who else do you want to see going with you?
Yeah, I can see Leeds going up. You know, they're playing really well. They're in hot form. I don't see them. I don't see a world where they don't go up. I think Ipswich deserve to go up. I'd love to see them in the Premier League. I think they're doing really well. I've got a bit of a soft spot for them. It is kind of annoying how they kind of keep snatching late goals every other game. So.
Yeah, but Cardiff played them at their own game, didn't they, the weekend? Well, that's nice. Yeah, very diplomatic of you both. I think if the other weren't here, you might have had some different answers. All right, listen, let's get some score predictions from the USD there. Thanks for joining us, Billy, on this view. We'll pop you out for a second. Let's get some score predictions. Steve, Millwall, Leeds this weekend.
Yeah, I think there'll definitely be, like I said before, I think there'll be some bite in the game based on Neil Harris and previous history, but I do expect us to win. So I'm going to go 2-0. Yeah, I do expect a 2-0 win.
Okay, nice one. All right, Leeds fans, put in the comments below what you think then about this Millwall game and who has got the easier set of fixtures, Leicester or Leeds. All right, thanks for joining us, Steve. We will catch you next week. Behave yourself against Millwall.
Will do. Right, see you later.
Nice one.